Hello everyone and welcome to Usitility. Today we are going to see how to play Tower of Fantasy on PC using the brand new BlueStacks 5, that is designed for blazing fast speed and high-octane action. It packs a punch with mega performance upgrades and it has faster performance than any other high-end Android device or Android platform. We will be able to easily download and install Tower of Fantasy and enjoy the game on our Windows PC with keyboard, mouse and big screen thanks to BlueStacks 5, which is the Android emulator that we recommend to play Tower of Fantasy. So without further ado, let's get to it. First of all folks, to get started we need to open our favorite browser. We selected the one we prefer. Let's go to that URL that I have highlighted in green. There you are seeing it on the screen of the PC. You don't need to type that URL, simply because I added a clickable link in the description of this video and the first main comment. We landed here on the site of Usitility, exactly where we get a detailed outline on how to download and install Tower of Fantasy on personal computer. We scroll down a little bit and then click on the Download Game on PC button. Once clicking on the link, we get to the site of BlueStacks. No panic, it is just the Android emulator that we will run to enjoy the game Tower of Fantasy on PC. It is now obvious that we access a number of pros of preferring the emulator. Now we will proceed to download the Tower of Fantasy by simply clicking on the button play on BlueStacks that you can visualize here in green. Next step is clicking on this button. And the download starts and ends immediately. Voila, this is the download. It's an executable file. What we are going to do is to launch the executable file, so we need to click on the file. If we are on Windows 10 it will have asked us for permission to make changes to the laptop or device. We said yes. I minimize the browser to view the installation software better. The installer is uncomplicated. It includes a couple of options, install, and setup path. I am going to explain what setup path does indeed. We simply click on it. So we see that we have now here the path where the emulator will be set up. If we wish to modify this directory we are required to click on this browse option, and we pick another folder and install the emulator wherever we like. I prefer to leave it as it is. Then, I click on back. So I click on install. Voila! The installation begins and it is going to continue together with the download of these megabytes that are visible on this computer screen. Once you download it, it is likely to be a little more or less MB. The data transfer rate can be faster or at a lower speed, determined by your web access and depending on the data transfer rate of the emulator hosting servers. Now they're progressing rather fast. The download is finished, and now it proceeds with the installation phase. With BlueStacks 5 you can even reduce RAM usage with a single click. Especially useful if you ever face performance-related problems. In addition, you can activate Eco Mode to enjoy 87% reduced CPU usage, 97% reduced GPU usage and easier multitasking. As you can see, BlueStacks 5 is built to provide stability and performance during long gaming sessions. The installation has already finished for me. At this moment, the emulator has been launched successfully. As you can observe, down here, there's a progress bar which will advance to the right so when it reaches the finish, the emulator will be started for the very first time. The truth is the emulator has already been launched, there for the first time. Before we carry on, as you can see, it made a couple of icons here on the PC desktop. The BlueStacks and BlueStacks multi-instance. Note that the BlueStacks software icon is the only one we're concerned about. Anytime we desire to launch Tower of Fantasy on our desktop or laptop, we twice mouse-click on this particular software icon and therefore launch the emulator. The BlueStacks multi-instance icon allows you to launch multiple emulator instances. And with BlueStacks 5's new improved multi-instance manager in Eco Mode, players can run more game instances faster and with less lag. Why don't we do the following step, which is actually a must, and that's to access the Google Play Store. And we will click on Play Store. As you can observe the Google Play is launched. Right here we are required to sign in. At this point when we are on this page, we are required to accomplish the following step which is absolutely mandatory. So that we mouse-click on Sign In. At this moment it says, Checking Info. It may once in a while get stuck in Checking Info, and this does not progress. If that's the case, you can try to connect to your account after a few hours and it'll probably be resolved. At this moment we are going to insert our login name and password. The email must be a Gmail email address and its associated password. For instance, you make use of the same email address you use at this time in your own YouTube account. Then I will insert my info and I'll come back as soon as I have accomplished it. That's it, data inserted. Discover Google welcoming us and providing us the terms of service. We can accept them all by simply clicking, I agree. Following, it offers us to backup to the Google Cloud. You can also leave it checked and it will build a backup of your files on that device to Google Drive. I am not going to check it, you do what you want. We click on Accept. Google Play Store is launched automatically and completely on its own. To install the app game, we need to visit the emulator desktop by double-clicking on that app icon marked green-colored. Right now that we are on the desktop of this emulator for Android, we observe that we now have here the Install Application button. We click or double-click on that button. There we have the video game. Let's click on there on the Install button that I am highlighting now in green color. And this will start the setup. Straight away it should download on your PC and install the video game. It may take a bit of time or perhaps it may possibly be very fast. That all is determined on our connection to the internet. This has by then finished setting up. Now, let's go to the emulator desktop by clicking on this particular option that I am presenting in green, in order to run Tower of Fantasy for the first time. We're already on the emulator desktop, and as a consequence we're about to simply click on this brand new Tower of Fantasy icon which was generated. This game is launched for the first time. Currently there we have it. I can press anywhere on the screen and also make use of the keyboard. I should comment on the volume level of that emulator. It is here. We have the icon of higher volume and also the icon of lower volume. This way we don't count on the Microsoft Windows volume to increase or decrease the audio of this emulator. And to enjoy the experience to the max, we will turn on the big screen, for which we have two choices. This is the first one. We mouse click on this icon that I am indeed pointing out in green color. And the screen is maximized, coming with one border at the top, one at the right and one at the bottom. In the event that we want to have fun with the application in full screen, we click on this game icon. And we might at present be experiencing and enjoying the video game in full screen mode. To get out of the full screen functionality, hit the F11 key. And we might at present play in normal computer screen mode. At present, I'm going to demonstrate to you the computer keys mapping, which is actually very enjoyable. This step we will likely be ready to use the game app a lot more easily. The very first task is to press this computer keyboard icon. It's now time to get the recommended adjustments. I am about to leave the standard configuration, though if you need to improve it, you can easily do so without any problem. Perhaps you have realized, the emulator is completely in our language. Once in a while it happens that the emulator is launched in the incorrect language, for example, in Mandarin. And then to set it in the correct language we go there to the cogwheel. Then here inside of many other configurations, we simply click on the language drop down. We can pick the language we want, German, Japanese, and so forth. Once the language is decided, we could save, the emulator would reboot, as well as the game application. The next time we start it, will also be in the selected language. At this point, there is another element that we have to take into account, and it is that we will receive a message from Google Mail saying that a different equipment has been connected with our Google account. It will certainly question us if we are the people who have associated with that electronic device. Indeed, we ought not be troubled, since the emulator is emulating in Google Android tablet or smartphone. In order to see which electronic device is currently being emulated, we arrive here, to the cogwheel, and we just click on it. Therefore we go here to the model choice. And now we discover that the emulator is acting as a Samsung cell phone. And so we're going to receive an email saying that a new Samsung device has been connected to our Google account. That's all folks, so much for that video user demo. I believe you liked it, especially that you found it interesting. In this case, bring it a good thumb up, subscribe to our channel, and any remarks, requests or ideas, leave them in the comment field down below. You may also comment things on my Twitch channel. I actually do live streams occasionally. You get it down below in the video description and in the initial pinned comment. Check out any of the videos that are appearing on the listing of videos to watch, and let's have fun again in the next videos. Bye.